Hey, what's going on, fellas? Welcome back. Been messing with this WPL D12 for the last couple evenings, and made some very subtle yet still pretty neat modifications to it. And will, without any hesitation, we'll dive right into it. The first being the tires and wheels, as you can see. Now, those tires and wheels are a standard 1/10 touring car tire and wheel that I had bought for a VW RC that I had a while back. Used them for a while and just pulled them off. Been hanging on to them, looking for the right thing, and I thought I'd just give them a try on this thing, and they fit. with the mods that I did, it did fit. Now the fronts are 26 millimeter. The rears are 34 millimeter. I believe you can tell because they're a little bit deeper. In order to get those underneath, what I did was I made a really cheap body lift. And then the second part of that is I spaced out the rear leaf springs in order to take the droop. For some reason, these trucks always drooped out. I know mine did when I first got the rear end, kind of drooped down. So I spaced the front leaf, front attachment point of the leaf spring to kind of take that droop out. And then lastly, made a wood floor with stake sides on the side, just to be a little different. So it's almost like a little farm truck in a way. Farm truck with a hot rod problem that thinks it's a hot rodder anyway because of the big tires on the back end. But what I want to do is I'm going to try my best to show you guys what I did. It's really, really simple, and these parts you probably have in your spare parts bin. Took about 30 minutes total to get everything in place to act to clearance for the tires. I didn't want to do the whole body kit and slam it look, because I'm not a drifter. Maybe on another one, but on this one, just no. So let's break it down. And I'll try to show you guys the best I can what I did to get this look. Okay guys, here we go. In order to get the body raised, only thing I did, I used, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the pivot balls that go on the ends of like a suspension rod for any crawler. These are plastic. These were some from an old axial kit. And only thing you had to do, this is so simple, was take the bed off. There's 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, and 4 back here. And then just simply take those things. I'm going to try to get it to show it. It's going to be kind of hard. I think right in there. And place one between the frame and the bed. Now, by doing this, you do have to run a longer screw. I had some other hardware there and did that on all 4 places, raised the bed up just enough and kept it level in order to clear the tires. Now, what I was talking about as far as the axle is right back here. God, I don't know if I can get it or not. Right back here between the leaf spring and the leaf spring mount, I took a plastic or nylon nut. Again, it comes with those axial kits. There's always a bunch of them in there. And just basically loosen this up, loosen the leaf spring up, set it on top of the pedestal or top of the mount, and then set the leaf spring down on top of it and just simply tighten them back up. Easy as pie. Now on the front end, in order to get the height that you need, let me see if I can show it. Golly, Pete, I got to get a better system here. The cab, the mounts for the cab actually sit down to this plastic, this piece here on the chassis. So this actually goes into this, and then your screw would, just because the screws on these things are tiny, would come up in there and just grab it and holds everything together. So in order to get the rod together, I used 2 washers, laid one down on top of the gray piece on the chassis, then set the body down on top of it so the body couldn't actually go down into the recess for the chassis. then used a longer screw to come all the way through and thread itself into the body mount. Did that on both sides. You get a little bit of a gap in here. Gosh, a little bit of a gap in here. But as long as you're not, submerging the thing, you should be okay. And with that being said, let me just show you guys that everything is operational, especially with those big tires on it. Nothing, no rubbing, no nothing at all. Everything works like it should. Oh, matter of fact, I'll just turn it around and show you the bed. Now, probably asking why in the hell I decided to put a wood bed in this thing. Well, out here where I live is a lot of farm country. And I thought, well, what the heck? We'll just do a wood bed with some stake sides, and that'll be the end of that. But check it out. Mind you, it's not finished. I plan on putting all kinds of like scale accessories inside of it as soon as I can locate the right ones, what I'm looking for. But yes, wooden bed with the stake sides, even braced it in there. I hope, I don't know if you say cut 45s on the corners and whatnot. And I'll C8 all that together. And there's a frame underneath the actual floor. And in order to get it out now, you have to actually unbolt the bed, set it back, and then take it out, set the bed back down, and screw it all back together. But hey, this is basically a trial and error thing, just to see if I'm going to like it, and just to have a little fun with this rig. So there it is. Super quick, super cheap modifications just to try to set this truck apart from everybody else. Literally, this is all just spare parts and a little bit of time in that bed, and all that wood in that bed is stuff that I've collected from doing all the wood boats, and was a product of a Sunday evening with absolutely nothing to do. Figured, what the heck, I'd go ahead and get this built. So hey, I hope you guys like it. I'm gonna keep on keeping on with it. As soon as I can locate the right stuff of what I'm looking for, we'll go ahead and start decking it out even more, and hopefully go ahead and locate another one, because it's like a potato chip. You can't just have one. You gotta have two or three. You gotta have a handful or whatever. But there's definitely gonna be more than one of these rigs, because they're just cheap and super cool, and such a blank canvas to just let your imagination run wild. Hey guys, take good care of yourselves. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I put up new content. I hope this thing finds you all doing well. Get out there and do something with your rig, and we'll see you on the next one. Till then, later.